Hello everybody, welcome back to Popped In, your home for all things pop culture. Today we're going to be doing a video that, kind of goes in with the theme of the past couple videos I've done, but it's going to be different because, as you can tell, I kind of fell behind on the Obi-Wan Kenobi episode reviews because I was out of town, missed 2 episodes, and I figured instead of trying to play catch up, I just kind of do this last video to kind of do a whole series overview, if you will, of the entire Obi-Wan Kenobi series, but it's pretty much primarily going to be focused on the series finale because, let's be honest, that's the episode that we all really care about. So, first things first, I thoroughly enjoyed, well, actually, before we get into that, there are going to be spoilers in this video for the entire series and pretty much anything else Star Wars, because we're going to be talking about probably some stuff from Star Wars Rebels, the Clone Wars, all the movies. So, yeah, you have been warned before we dive in. So, yeah, first things first, I did enjoy pretty much the entire series. Like, there were some moments where it kind of dragged, but pretty much once we got to episode 3 and onward, it was phenomenal. Every week I was looking for, even before that, just the fact that we were going to have Obi-Wan back, played by Ewan McGregor, was a dream come true. So the biggest thing to me was getting to see these actors come back and play their roles. So, of course, we got Ewan and Hayden back as Obi-Wan and Anakin. Seeing young Luke and Leia was very cool, as well as Belle and Brea Organa and Owen and Beru. We got Qui-Gon Jinn back in the finale. We got Palpatine back. Tamora Morrison came back to play a clone trooper. We got just a lot of cool cameos and stuff, but really the biggest thing about this series that it did better than anything else was nailing the relationship between Obi-Wan and Anakin, and that was highlighted really in the last episode and the finale. So, of course, in episode 5, we got to see the flashback with Anakin and Obi-Wan around the time of Attack of the Clones, and it had the parallels to Obi-Wan and Vader at the time of the series. Then in the finale, we got to see the final duel between the two of them as they take each other on this moon, with Vader blindly following Obi-Wan, and I was just completely surprised at the direction they took. I really was expecting, when Obi-Wan got buried under the rocks, I thought that was going to be the end, so I was disappointed the duel was that short, because I expected, Vader to believe that he killed Obi-Wan, and he's going to be overconfident and stuff, and think he won, but no, it was very clear that Obi-Wan was the one that won, and, seeing the humiliation that Vader suffered was a really cool twist that I did not expect in the series, for a series that really did not have a lot of twists helping it out, because we knew where the characters ended up for the most part. So seeing something surprising like that was a pleasant surprise. Yeah, just the way that they handled the entire duel, seeing Obi-Wan in his full glory is the most powerful I think we've seen Obi-Wan in anything, like even more powerful than Revenge of the Sith, Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, whatever you want to look at, the Clone Wars. I think this was prime Obi-Wan Kenobi in the series finale of this series, which, is kind of good whenever in a character's own show he gets to be at the top of his game. But the way that they were able to encapsulate Anakin in the Vader suit, like with his mask cracked, you could see his reaction and stuff. It was just very cool to see, and props to both Ewan and Hayden for their portrayals of their characters, and also to the team behind the series, creating, the dual voice with Hayden and James Earl Jones when the mask was cracked, and just all around, it was a phenomenal finale that really just made the whole wait for this series worth it. It's probably my favorite episode of, well, before I know, I'm one of those people, when something new is out and if it's really good, then I tend to maybe overhype it a bit, but right now, I can't think of another episode of any of the Star Wars live action shows, maybe even Star Wars shows period. Like, there's been a lot of good Clone Wars stuff, a lot of good Rebel stuff, a lot of good stuff in The Mandalorian, but this episode, the Kenobi finale, it just feels like that was the best episode of at least any Star Wars live action show, maybe any Star Wars show we've ever gotten, and it's just that good. And topping it all off, we got to see Liam Neeson back as Qui-Gon Jinn at the end. Really makes me excited for a potential season 2 of Kenobi, which I'll be doing another video on what we could see in a season 2 if they so choose to continue the series, and what they should do with it, and kind of what they should try and avoid. But yeah, just seeing Liam Neeson back as Qui-Gon was awesome. Just tying up all the loose ends, and it, in a way, made me feel kind of bad, because if we would have got, this whole 6-episode series just trimmed down to like a, even if it was like a 3-hour runtime, getting it trimmed down to that would have, been amazing, just to see all these characters and this story on the big screen. Some of the things that were maybe not quite, top tier budget wise could have been helped by a movie budget, but at the same time, I'm glad that we got this series, because it allowed us more time to experience the characters and the story. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I could talk more and more about how good it was to see Ewan and Hayden back, get to see their interactions as Anakin and Obi-Wan, but it's all, I'm kind of at a loss of words, because, you only can say so much about it, but yeah, it was really about the best I could have hoped for. It was much better than I hoped for, actually. Like, I was expecting it to be, have some emotional moments, but it was just on another level. But yeah, thank you all so much for checking out this video. I know it kind of detoured with the last couple episodes. I didn't really do a committed review for each one, but like I said, this was just going to be a overview of the series, and specifically the finale, because that was really the episode I want to talk about the most. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Like I said, we're going to be doing another video soon on the channel about what season 2 of Kenobi, if it comes, what it should do, what it should not do, and I'm also going to do a video about just future Star Wars live action projects I would like to see, and Kenobi season 2 is obviously going to be on there. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy the video, and as always, stay tuned for the next video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps a ton. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you all in the next one. Goodbye.